Hey everybody, the Dungeon Builder back again. So I've been seeing a lot of interesting news coming out about the recent D&D Creator Summit that happened recently, where they invited a bunch of creators and developers and things like that to come check out some sneak peeks on things. It looked like mostly trying to highlight their virtual tabletop that they're fleshing out. But also, from what it sounds like, is that they kind of were held, their feet were held to the coals a little bit by the creators about the recent actions and all that good stuff. But the thing that I found interesting is the apparent changes coming to the now it's not being called 1D&D, or apparently it's 5th edition, just revised. But the big change that I'm talking about is that they're getting rid of half races. No more half elf or half orc. And I don't know. It just seems weird. It just seems like a weird play. And then the reasoning, which they didn't get too into, but let me just go to the quote here. This is apparently Jeremy Crawford speaking. He says, "Frankly, we are not comfortable and haven't been for years with any of the options that start with half." He explained in this decision, the half construction is inherently racist, so we simply aren't going to include it in the new player's handbook. But there's no other explanation. He doesn't expand on that. And that's weird. The half construction is inherently racist. I mean, can we all just take a step back? I mean, that's a big word. Let's all just be adults here, and this is all just fantasy. It's just pretend. There's not really elves or orcs or dwarves. And I thought the whole thing was to be more inclusive. Like, wasn't it so that you could make your own lineage? You could be a half Aarakocra Dragonborn. Like, I thought that was the whole idea, is that there was more options and more possibility. They were trying not to limit or say that, all or nothing. All orcs are bad. You can be a half rabbit, human, hybrid, furry thing. So it just seems kind of counterproductive to like the inclusivity that they're trying to include. And half elves and half orcs are such like a staple. And what's wrong with being half? Because they're saying the construction is inherently racist, but we're dealing with fictional species, as they call them now, two different things. So if you have a pretend creature whose mother is an orc and father is a human, you can't just be like, well, they're all. It's not like we're in reality where it's like we're all people. No, you're part one creature and you're part another creature. I don't know. It just feels like something's off here, and it just seems like such a weird thing to remove for such like a strong reason. And they go on to say like, oh, it'll be there. You can still play it. It's in the original 2014 handbook. I don't know. It just seems like another weird thing that's getting pushed on people. It just doesn't sit well. I mean, whatever. I mean, ultimately, you can play what you want. As long as it's in D&D Beyond, I guess if they don't remove it from there, you can still pick it. It just seems like such a harsh statement. So, like, are they saying that my players who play half elves and half orcs, they're racist? Like, you're racist for picking that? But then again, it's not that racist that they're not removing it completely. Like, you're going to be able to continue playing it. Just seems weird. It just seems really weird. It bothers me. The whole thing bothers me. It just seems like such a harsh thing to say about fantasy creatures. And then, I don't know. I don't want to go into the real world implications of that statement, but it doesn't hold up, and it's really not good. I think it's pretty terrible. I really liked the Dungeon Delver's take. his video was really good on this topic as well. I'll link his video down below if you want to see his take. But yeah, I don't know. Just seems bizarre. Yeah, I don't know. It just sat wrong with me. It just feels wrong. Just seems like such a dumb thing to like highlight at the D&D summit. Like they brought that up on their own. As far as I know, I don't think they were questioned about that. It was just like, hey, by the way, this is going away, and this is why, because it's racist. And it's just, just feels weird. But I don't know. WizKids and not WizKids, Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro are going to do their thing, and we're just at the mercy of their decisions. But yeah, just strange. Just wanted to make a quick piece on it. Yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. Ultimately, yeah, you can play what you want. They don't own fantasy. They aren't in charge of how you want to play your game. But yeah, just wanted to give my 2 cents and just kind of more so, I don't know, just kind of get my thoughts out and hear what other people have to think. All right, see you in the next one. Goodbye.